y'all, good morning. It's Brittany coming to you live from my living room floor. I really want to talk to y'all about the book I'm currently reading, Kitten by Stacey Yu. It's such a stunning cover. I love this cover so much, and the little felt bookmark is so cute. Are you kidding me? I really want to talk to y'all about this book because I am about 30 pages to the end and I just have a lot of thoughts. First and foremost, this book is not plot driven. It is very character driven. If you go into this book thinking you are going to get some like whirlwind adventure, you might be a little disappointed. However, I think if you go into it with an open mind and you are looking forward to some beautiful prose, some beautiful character development, you will be just so surprised. Overall, the main plot of this book is that the main character, Katie, is going on a 2-week vacation with her boyfriend, James. Katie is younger, she's in her early 20s, and she's really trying to like find herself in the world, figure out who she wants to be as a person. At the same time, she's also dealing with this grief for the loss of the relationship she had with her mother. As Katie grew up and decided she wanted to go to college, she obviously had to move out, and her mom's dealing with the trauma from her own life. To be honest, the drama around her mom is tea. Her husband was messing around with this other lady. It's this whole side plot. Really crazy. So her mom is dealing with that trauma from her own life, and her daughter goes off to college. Katie feels a ton of guilt for leaving her mom, but also she is like battling this, not hatred, but anger towards her mom. Her mom let her go and, you know, didn't reach out on her birthday, and her mom's feeling hurt too. She's just a girl, and Katie is sort of realizing that. Katie goes on a 2-week vacation with her newish boyfriend. She meets his cat, Silver, who's on the cover. She loves this cat. She absolutely falls head over heels. She's enamored with this beautiful gray cat. And I think what she loves most about Silver is that Silver kind of represents innocence and youth and adventure and curiosity, because she's a cat, of course. But that's something that Katie really identifies with. Like, her whole life, she's had this sense of adventure and freedom, and she sort of relied on other people, her mom, now James, to kind of support and be there for her when she's down on her luck. She has never really had to grow and be there for herself and like discover who she is as an independent person. So I think that's why she loves this cat so much, is that she represents a part of herself that she's kind of losing as she gets older and moves into adulthood. Let's get deeper into the messaging of this book. Again, not very plot driven, very character driven. Overarching plot, she goes on vacation. Not a bunch happens. It's a little eventful, like there's some weird things that happen. A couple new characters were introduced to, but overall it's a lot of internal monologue, remembering things from her childhood, and Katie kind of realizing that she's not the only human who has these feelings. When you're reading it, you're kind of like, duh, Katie, we're all human. Like, we're all going through this. We all have to make choices in life, and they're not always going to be easy. But again, she's a young, 20-something girl who is realizing this for the first time. What I think is really beautiful about this book is that it is something that we all go through, or we all should go through. Stacey Yu was able to capture it in such a unique way and with such an interesting storyline. And I love focusing on the cat, on Silver, throughout this book, but our main character is so deep. Even though the plot feels very shallow, we're diving so deep into Katie that I can't help but love her. Even though she makes horrible decisions, she treats people in her life horribly, I just can't help but love her and root for her and hope that she matures and becomes the person that she really wants to be, because that is the point of this book. She's trying to find out who she even wants to be. Another thing that I didn't love about this book at first is that her roommate at the beginning, Lou, we don't really get an idea of who Lou is as a person at the beginning. We see some text exchanges and Katie sort of mentions her offhandedly a few times to her boyfriend, but by the end of the book, we see that Lou really loves Katie, and they actually had a deeper relationship than Katie ever realized. When faced with potentially losing her, Katie is distraught and realizes that Lou means a lot to her. Again, she's seeing this character growth of, oh, I can care for more people than just my mom and myself. She cares for this cat. She realizes she cares for her friend Lou, and James obviously is her boyfriend. She should care for him. So she's starting to understand that, you know, relationships are a give and take, and you have to care for others in order for them to care for you. I think this book is just a really beautiful journey. I honestly don't want it to end. Like, the writing is so delicious and slow and funny and real. Again, I can't help but root for Katie. I hope she turns it around. I hope everything in her life works out for her. I hope she reconnects with her mom. And I have 30 pages left, so I'm hoping to finish this tonight. But I can't wait to read it, review it, and share my thoughts with y'all. The book does come out in August. I'll probably be buying a final published version since this cover got a little bit messed up. I'm really sad about that. But I've been annotating this version and kind of beating it up a little bit, and now I'll buy a nice finished copy once it's published. Anyway, thanks for listening to my thoughts. Love to just share my book thoughts with you guys, and I'm trying to do more of these videos. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I have a lot of thoughts, and trying to get them out is kind of a fun little experiment. So thanks for coming along, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day of reading.